Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Secrets to Listing Domination, with MAPS coaches Lance Loken and Christina Wynn. This webinar is being recorded, and you'll automatically receive a copy of the recording an hour after the call has ended. As for questions, everybody is currently on mute, and if you do have questions for your coaches, please use the questions box in your webinar taskbar to your right. Following the webinar, if you have any questions for us, please email us at fasttrack@kw.com and it'll be our pleasure to assist you. That is fasttrack@kw.com. Lance and Christina, take it away.
Hey everyone, we are super excited about this next session, especially because the fourth quarter begins right now, October 1st. And we're excited for the opportunity to share with you about how to take over the entire listing market and totally dominate it. Christina, why don't you give a little background about you and how you started and have grown to today, and then I'll share my background.
Great. Hey guys, super excited to be here, and we're really excited to help you guys grow your business, expand it, and really get you guys to be listing dominators. So a little bit of background about myself is that I have a marketing and advertising background. Got my MBA from University of Houston here in Houston. And prior to working with the Loken Group a little bit more than 5 or 6 years ago, I was in corporate America. And then I was also in the advertising world. And so what happened with that is I was looking for a change, and then only intended to get my license part-time, because at the time of 2013, Houston was a hot seller's market, just wanted to help family and friends. And then was seeking just a better leadership and a company with really good culture, and heard about the Loken Group, interviewed with them at a wine bar, and just a lot of times where we hang out there for fun, and just really was blown away by the humble servant leadership that Lance and his wife Karina Loken have here in our organization, and really how you, Lance, with your history of being a CFO, at that time you had a spreadsheet of your vision of the business. Every tab, every line, every column, every row, it was already mapped out through, I believe it was 2025 at the time. And by that time, I was pretty impressed that, okay, this guy kind of knows his stuff. I'm in. And so since then, I transitioned in, took, at the time it was ABA, I believe, for your DISC. This was well before KPAs existed and Career Vision existed. And I I guess I had the personality of a listing agent. And for whatever reason, you felt that I would be a great candidate for the VP of listings once I got the experience under my belt. And so here I am today, leading the team, the listing department here at the Loken Group. I'm having a great opportunity to serve them and be their coach, their accountability coach, and also to help train them as well and help them grow.
Yep, that's awesome, Christina. And she's really taken it from the beginning stages. I was a listing agent, and then Christina came in and she basically took the entire department and made it where it is today. So you guys are going to have awesome nuggets throughout the course. And what's really cool is we're going to go through a whole bunch of different steps as to how to dominate the listings. We're going to go through step by step 8 different sessions on how you can dominate the listing market. A little background for me, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Lance Loken. My wife and I, Karina, started the business in 2011, and by the end of the first year, we had 4 people, and then we grew into the second year to 8, then 15, 25, and now currently today we have 91 people in the organization. We'll do about 700 million in volume, and we'll close about 2,700 transactions. So we're hoping that we're going to be creating a lot of value for you, and that it'll get you really excited to participate in this program about dominating your listing business. So a little bit about the program. Let's go through the different 8 weeks of what the program is going to look like. Mindset, and Christina's a master of mindset, and so why don't you talk a little bit about that kind of getting set up for the business.
I'm glad you started off with that, Lance, because it truly is all about mindset. And here's the reason why. This program, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be hard. And it's going to push you to your limits. Maybe you would even fail and fall flat on your face, and we're going to help coach you to get back up. And the reason for this is we are truly going to be coaching you and helping you build your business, even double and even triple your business. And it's not going to be easy. And so it truly is all about mindset. And I'm going to be very transparent. This morning, I didn't wake up with a great mindset and how to work on that through affirmations, just like what we do in Bold, and also through just working with breathing and meditation, and really committing to and figuring out who do I want to impact today, and how do I want to finish the day off strong and make sure that I can look back and with no regrets. It truly is all about mindset.
You know, talking about failing forward, I'll remember 2012 when I first started as a listing agent in January of 2012, started and went on 12 listing appointments and got no every single time. It was so discouraging. I was so frustrated, incredibly mad. I hated real estate. I hated anything to do with real estate. And then all of a sudden, that 13th listing appointment I went on, the person said yes. And my entire mindset was like, game on now. You know, the rest of the world's going to be conquered by that, you know? So again, mindset is such a huge piece. And we go right back into systems and lead follow-up. And looking at that, everything starts with a system. And most people think that you start everything with sales. You have to have the foundation with systems, and throughout the entire business, you should be tracking your numbers on systems. You should be following up via system. You should be tracking your conversion rates via systems. We're going to go through piece by piece all the different systems that have been set up. And what's really cool is the systems that worked in 2011 and 12 didn't work in 2014 and 15, and the systems in 2014 and 15 don't work today, and it's going to be chaotic, and you should enjoy a chaotic state because that means you're growing. The next session we'll be talking about scripts. Do you want to talk about scripts?
Sure. That's a huge piece of the pie, is everything that we show you today. And please know, guys, that Lance and I are high Ds. We are here and want to make sure we truly add value and to your time that you're committed into this program. And we definitely want to make sure we're continuously adding nuggets and that you can help grow your business. It is truly all about scripting, just like with language of sales, just like with Bold. It's mirror and matching, tonality, pitch, speed, and knowing the scripts inside and out, from objection handlers to getting to the seller's subconscious mind, and at the end of the day, keeping that yes at the listing consultation. Because what is it, Lance? I love your mentality and your mindset that once you have the appointment set and you show up on their doorstep, guys, that's a yes, right, Lance?
Yep, it's a yes. Up until you open that door, and it's your job not to lose that yes.
Correct. Awesome. Then we're going to go over seller pre-qualification. Here, guys, we are building a business. We're growing a business and we're running a business. We're not here to run free CMAs for folks out there. So we're going to show you exactly what powerful questions to ask, how to get the right answers, and what you need to ask so that you can truly pre-qualify your appointments. That way, by the time that you show up to your listing consultation, it's a slam dunk.
Yep, and then we're going to follow that up by creating and executing a powerful listing consultation. So we're going to go through step by step on our listing consultations and what makes an effective and successful listing consultation. And then from there, we're going to do a status update. We want to gauge where everybody's at, and we'll make sure that that week is extremely interactive. You'll be able to ask questions. We're going to get status updates of where you're at in your business. This will be right around week 6 of the 8-week session, because we want to be able to help you get to the next level and take you forward. And by the way, you can, in the questions box, you can start asking any questions that you want, and we'll take the last 10 or 15 minutes of today and answer any questions that you guys may have. Then in week 7, we're going to go over marketing and lead generating sources. What's really cool about a couple of these sessions is we're going to bring in experts from our organization. So you're going to hear from our inside sales agents when we do scripts and role playing. You're going to hear from our marketing department when we talk about the lead generating sources and what we do digitally, as well as from a marketing standpoint, via social media, all the gamuts of that. The other piece, in week 8, we're going to talk about leverage. How can you take your business to the next level? If you're a single agent, how do you grow into a group or a team? In the business philosophy, what do you need to do to really build your business to the next level and add different people in there and relieve yourself of different things? For instance, if you're a single agent and you're doing all the paperwork, you should be leveraging that off as soon as possible, because our rule of thumb is if it costs less than $20 an hour, you should be leveraging that off. And we're going to show you how that plan is affected. We're going to go over organizational charts, not just for today. We're going to go through them for 3 years from now and 5 years from now and what that looks like. Your philosophy should be that as a business owner, and every single person that's on this call should be acting as a business owner, the last thing you should ever give up in your business is the listing side of the business.
And I'm glad you mentioned about the specialty part or the specialist. And just to give you guys a little bit of a background information about us, here at the Loken Group, we specialize in particular roles. So for example, I am only a listing agent for the team. I don't work with buyers. I don't lead generate. However, we do have other folks in our team that play different roles. So what Lance meant was, when you're joining this program, we're going to bring top of the line experts that truly focus on their craft to come in and pour a lot of the information and share with you guys.
Yep, that's from a value add standpoint. We want these 8 sessions to be so incredibly powerful that you have no other thought than this was mind blowing for your business. So, what is your goal? The questions you may ask is, what do you intend to accomplish in the next 90 days? And why do we make this a 90-day cycle or a 90-day conversation, Christina?
Because by the time you meet with the seller, which is day 1, and the time that they list with you to get their house ready, then on the market, then under contract and close, it's about 90 days.
Yep, exactly. And so the reason I'm so excited about this session is we look at October 1st as the beginning of 2020 for us, because the phone calls that you do for lead generating start on October 1st. That equates into closings for January. And that's why we talk about the 90-day cycle. And with you guys joining this session beginning October 9th, you're going to be right in the midst of your business for 2020. Next question, what may be holding you back from building a big business? And what does big business mean for you? You could be in a luxury market, you could be in, California or New York City, and doing 5 transactions a month is a big deal for you. We're going to walk you through each of those steps. You may be in a market like we're in Houston, and doing 20 or 30 deals a month may be feasible for you, or a big business. We want to help you guys grow from where you're at today to a big business and a dominating business at the end of that.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because you'll share the story about you and Karina, how you guys started everything, and you built your big business by first off doubling your goals, right?
Yep.
And really going from there. And what would it look like, guys? What if you're taking 1 listing a month right now? What would it look like for that to be 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, and 32 and 64, right? We're here to get you guys to do that, to go and break that glass ceiling and take it to the next level.
In January 2012, when we first started focusing on listings, that first day of January, we set out a goal of having 60 active listings by July 1st. That was active listings that were on the market. And that was a pretty big goal, because we still had to have pendings and closings during that entire process. So we had to have 60 active listings at that moment. And what's really cool is if you read the MREA book, in there, to be a millionaire real estate agent, you need to have 7 listings a week. And that's 1 a day. That's very doable. Next, what tools do you need in your tool belt to break through your limiting beliefs? We're going to go through that and arm you with all the tools that you need so that you can get better and bigger. What is your mindset around working with sellers? Christina, why don't you talk about this? Mindset is like your cup of tea.
And we have days where it's challenging, right?
Yes.
So imagine this, guys. You're in your business, you're lead generating religiously from 8 a.m. to 11. And your goal is to set 3 appointments a day or 2 appointments a day. Meanwhile, you're negotiating repairs, or you're trying to tell there's no try. You're talking to your sellers and you're showing them the market shifting and they need to adjust their price. And it's challenging because selling your house is going to be one of the most stressful things that people go through, next to even divorce or death, right? And so here we're dealing with their emotions and one of their biggest assets. And it's not easy. A lot of times we find ourselves being punching bags. We find ourselves being caught in the midst of the gunfires. And it's just really hard and challenging. And we're going to walk you through how you can reframe your mind so that you can continue to come from contribution, care, and focus on the solution, which is to get them to the end result and their house is sold. And that's going to be key, because otherwise it's so easy to say, oh my gosh, my sellers are so dumb. Why can't they just drop the price? What's wrong with them? Why would they think that it's okay to leave their house a mess during a showing? What were they thinking? And all of this can add on because it's going to be stressful and chaotic. And so we're going to work on getting you in the right mindset so you can make this a win-win.
One of the biggest things, we look at the listing side of the business as a business side of the transaction. You're definitely going to be a punching bag because you're going to have fierce conversations with your clients on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And on the buy side, it's much more of an emotional situation. It's all about relationships. And on the listing side, it's about having those fierce conversations. So we're going to walk you through that on a regular basis. And then how many listing units will you add to your business in 2019? And what will your action plan be to accomplish the goal? And we'll go through all of that. So another piece of it, set up your sellers for success. We lead generate for listings. We'll be going over expireds, FSBOs, door knocking, sphere of influence, client referrals, agent referrals. And then we'll get into the lead capture and follow-up, which a lot of people hate that word follow-up. And we're going to show you the systems and processes that have been developed so that it'll ensure you to be set up for success. Be ready, willing, able seller leads should be set up for a listing consultation appointment. All other leads should be entered into your CRM, and hopefully everybody's on command because it's a massive game changer. And that'll be added to your touch campaign. Follow up, follow the campaigns, and then get into seller pre-qualification. Goal is to set a listing consultation. Be the local economist of choice. Know your market, and then handle the objections.
You notice we say be the local economist, not be the local realtor.
Yep.
Know your market. Again, guys, we're running a business, and that's how we should be seeing it and looking through things of that filter. The next step is we're going to go over on how we can set your sellers up for success through the listing consultation and help you prepare a pre-listing packet, customizing your presentation with specific market data, including your UVP, unique value proposition. We're going to discuss the listing process, the marketing plan, because really, well, to be honest, 80% of selling your house is truly price. However, when you're going out there in a shifting market and running into all these iBuyers or discount brokers, you want to be able to clearly identify and present to your clients why they should list with you versus somebody else. Next, we're going to go over contract to close, leveraging your allied resources, transaction coordinator, closing coordinator. That's going to tie into leveraging as well. And also setting the next steps expectations with sellers throughout the process. That's so key. Setting expectations, whether it's communication, the process, how you run your business, how everything is going to be from start to finish is so key and important when you're listing with your clients and when you're getting your listings under contract. Lastly is closing and post-closing. I know it's on there and it should be easy to understand. And yes, attend your closing.
Yeah.
That's how you get a referral and that's how you ask for a client testimonial, guys. And also put them on a post-closing campaign in your CRM and staying in touch with them.
And then tracking your numbers is key. This is my favorite piece of the puzzle because numbers tell a story. What is important about tracking numbers consistently? We're going to go through that. We'll show you different metrics that we do and track as a listing agent. We're focused in 2020, we're going to be focused on KPIs, key performance indicators. And what that enables you to do is to look at the gaps in your business and close them. We track number of leads, appointments set, appointments kept, agreements signed, number of pendings you have, closings, and ultimately your GCI. And then we use the Keller Williams CGI tools with the pipeline report and the 4 conversations. We've taken the 4 conversations to a whole nother level, and Christina will be going through the different metrics that she tracks on a daily basis. So the next launch is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019. All you have to do is visit mapscoaching.com/group and then click on the 90-day listing challenge and click sign up and then get registered. So if you guys have any questions at all, please put them into the question box and we'll be happy to answer anything that you have. And we have a couple here. So how long do we have access to the recordings? I believe once you pay for the registration, you'll have access for ultimate time, like limitless time. How much is it? I'm not sure off the top of my head. That's a MAPS question. I'm sure that they'll be able to answer that. And there you
Hey,
go.
I'm online if I can answer that right now.
Yep.
So the program, once you sign up for the program, you'll have access to the recordings for 60 days following the final webinar of the class. And as for the price, I am pulling it up right now for everybody. The price is $298.
Okay, awesome, and thank you. And it is every week starting Wednesday, October 9th, and it'll be every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central, and 12 Pacific time. So any other questions everybody has? We still have about 7 minutes, so ask any question that you guys want, and we'll try to elaborate a little bit. We're super excited for everybody to get registered on this. Oh, every session lasts for 60 minutes, and we'll make sure that we take up the entire 60 minutes to provide as much value as we possibly can. Do you currently use Dotloop as part of your daily operations? Well, we did up until Monday because DocuSign started on Monday. We're having a few opportunities and we're working through them. We did download everything from Dotloop, so we do have access to information from Sunday before, but now we're doing everything in Command and utilizing DocuSign. Is there a discount for the first 50 people?
Corey?
No, there is not.
Okay. And yes, we'll be having role-playing sessions during the script practicing. We'll be spending an entire hour, I believe it's the 3rd week, and we'll be going over different scripts. We'll be doing that with our some of our expert inside sales agents. It'll be fun and exciting. Yes, we will be teaching the same system that our team uses because we know that it's been proven and it's been successful for us. What platform will be used to deliver the session? We do everything via the way that you did it today. It'll be on the webinar and we'll make sure that we have slides for you on a weekly basis and all of our resources so that you can access them. will command replace .loop then? We're already using command and DocuSign for all of our contracts starting on this past Monday. As far as bold,
there's a great question where it says it seems like it's just like bold. Now, bold is completely different. There is some parts of this program that involves mindset, and this is listing focused. Bold is listing buyer focused, and it's also, I haven't taken bold 2.0.
Not the 2.0,
Yeah.
but it's focused on your mindset.
It is focused on mindset, because at the end of the day, what we do with our daily lives is not easy. And if we don't control our minds, we're going to allow the day to dictate us. So to answer your question, in my opinion, it's not going to be like bold, because we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of what powerful scripts to use, what systems and processes have worked for us, what hasn't worked for us, and basically sharing with you guys all of the failures that we've experienced in the past, and letting you know what didn't work well for us, so that you know that you could just get straight to the shortcut of how am I going to dominate listings moving forward.
Somebody's asking about they're taking Bold 2.0 and doing this in conjunction. I think that's a brilliant idea, actually, because you're going to need to be bold on all of your listing consultations, and Bold's going to be talking about one piece of the puzzle, versus this will take care of all the rest of the pieces of that puzzle. So I highly suggest that you take both all at the same time. We have time for one more question if anybody has one.
These are great questions, guys. Love them.
One more question, guys, before we go.
There's a question.
Yeah, we're gonna do role play during the sessions with our inside sales agents. All right, doesn't seem like we have any other questions. So hey, again, we're super excited about having this session start up on Wednesday, October 9th. And again, make sure you visit mapscoaching.com/group and then click on the 90-day listing challenge and sign up. We hope to hear from you guys soon and look forward to talking with you and starting up this on Wednesday, October 9th. Have a great day, everyone.
See you guys then.